Okay, so now let's continue with the add or update user form. And you can see that we have the first name, the class name, and the username on the form. This is rather simple for us. And the end user can input the value, and we click on the save button, and the system will send a request to the remote API and create a new user for us. So okay, so that's really simple for me. So let's review the shortcut. Oh, uh, you can see that firstly when I see the form, I think that from the shortcuts we can see the tag is as a form, and then the first name with the label and the text. But when I open the shortcuts, oh, there are so many tags, the div, the label, and the form. That is so messy. Okay, and you can see that. Okay, let me see where is the first name. Okay, this is the whole block for the first name. Yes, and there are some form control label from column MD3s. You can see that these were not related to the business of the form. The form allow me to create the new user. That's it. I can input the value and click on the save button to create a new user. So what is those? Those are related to the UI. So when I create this form, I need to aware so many problem. If I don't know what is this and I input the value file, this will create a UI problem. Okay, and I agree that some of you will say that, okay, you develop this page but you don't know the bootstrap. Okay, that's not my sense. Okay, let me tell you, if you require all of the members inside the team, they need to know about the bootstrap. So it means that the company need to pay more money for those skills. If we can make something not require the bootstrap, but they can develop this page, okay, that will be really easy for the team. Okay, so what I expect to see is something like this. Okay, you can see this is the form, so we need a form that's in normal truth, and I need so okay, let's start with the form first. The form, this is the horizontal form, so I will horizontal. Okay, so this symbol, and for the first name, this is the form control, so this is the input text. So I will have form input text. Okay, and you can see here I have the first name as the label, so I can pass in the label for this. Label equal first name. Okay, and the user can input the value, and then we need some way to receive the value from the control. So I will use the two-way binding. That is banana in box. So box banana mother. Okay, equal user dot first name. Okay, okay, this is what I expect to see, and you see that with this form I do not need to understand about the bootstrap. I do not need to aware about what is the form group, what is the form label, what is the code md3 or code sm3. So what is this? The developer don't care about those because they are related to the UI problem. Yes, and how the control will be displayed on the mobile, how the control will be displayed on the tablet, that is not my business. I, I, I work on this form for create a user. Yes, so with this way, the whole team, we may only need one developer who really good at bootstrap, who can work with the HTML and CSS, and that person will create the control for us. And another developer can use those controls and create the page, and they can focus on the business of the page. Yes, and this will remove them from the UI part, so they can focus on the business of the page and create the value for the team. So this will increase the productivity for the team. Okay, so we continue with this way. I will again this is for the class name. Okay, class name, and this is the username. Okay, username. Okay, and on the form we also have the form button, that is the cancel and the save button. Okay, so we have the form button. Okay, that's here, and I have a button, maybe form button. Okay, and the label is cancel and save. Cancel. Okay, and for this, when the user click on the cancel button, on click equal, I will use this. Okay. Okay, and this is what I want. Okay, okay, and this is what I want. You can see if you compare this form with the reverse version, you can see that they are different. With this, it is really easy to understand. I look at the shortcut, I can see that, okay, I have the three input field. This is the first name, class name, and username, and there are two buttons. This is cancel and the save, the same with what we see on the UI. Okay, so let's continue. Let me comment this shortcut. Okay, so this is the form horizontal. So this will be the component inside the share module, because the form horizontal will be used in many pages later. Okay, so I need to go to the share and define a new form. Form horizontal. Okay, and also need to export. Okay, and I will import from okay, and where is this? I will create the form folder for all components related to the form, so it will be in the component form and form horizontal. Okay, okay, so component form horizontal. Okay, okay, so for the HTML, I will come back to this and I will copy. Okay, you can see here, I will remove the IDs. We do not need this, and those are the those will be replaced by the from input test later, so I will remove, and I will put here let's see the ng content. Okay, and here this is the button, so I will put it here, ng content with the slash equal let me check form button. Okay, from button. Okay, this is really simple for the form. So I come back to the form and an element for this. Okay, export class from horizontal case, no problem. And we need to select I don't want to make a mistake. Let me copy the value here. Okay, and the template URL. This is short module share component. Okay, and from horizontal.html. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, I'm done with the from horizontal. Okay, and we continue with form input test. Okay, again we do the same thing. From input test. Okay, and put this here, and I also define the class here. Oh, sorry, in lowercase, and lowercase. Okay, and I come back here and I will copy the home flop for the test input and paste into this. Okay, let me format, make it something better to ease. Okay, and for this you can see let me remove this. Okay, this is the value for the label. Okay, so you can see here I already describe the label value. So it means that when we create the form input test, we will have the input property and the name is the label. This will receive the value as string. Yes, and the second is the module. This is the value we will pass in the component, and this will be the two-way binding. If you don't know how to create this property, you can look back the previous video I already made. We will understand more how to define the banana impulse property. Okay, this is the two-way binding property. Okay, so here, and for this I remove this. Let's leave the name here, we don't want to make the problem. Okay, the model. Okay, and when we modify the value on the test board, I want to make some code. It means on chain equal on value changes. Okay, event. Okay, so we come back to the Typescript file, define component. Okay, and export class from input test. Okay, so start with the selector. Okay, from input stat. Okay, and the template URL. This is short module share component and from input test.html. Okay, so we need to define firstly is the input property. This is a label and the type is a string, and the second is the input also. This is the model with the type any. Okay, and the second is the output, output. Okay, and the name is the model change. Yes, and this is event emitter. Okay, for the type any, no problem with this. And new event emitter. Okay, and if someone do not understand why do we need this, so you can look back the previous video. I already explained there. So in this part I assume that you already look at the video I post before, so I will not explain again what I already explained in the previous video, so please help me to look back again. Okay, so continue. You can see that on the form we have the all value changes on value changes. So publish on value changes voice. So in this case I will call, okay, this not model. Okay, that's fine, that's okay. No, no. Okay, so we need to import. Okay, okay, done for the form input stage, and we continue with the form button. I'm sorry, button. Okay, I have the typo. So we continue with the form button. Okay, again we define in the share module and form button. Okay, and we import here. Okay, and create the file. Okay, for the form button you can see the marker for the form is really simple, so we can use the inline template that will make the form look easy to manage. Component case and export class. Okay, so select the form button. Okay, and the template you are known, we use the property the template, not the template URL. Okay, I will copy the button here. Okay, so this will be the label. Okay, and this will be on click image. Okay, there's no problem with this. Okay, button primaries. Oh, uh, we have two buttons. They have the differences as so we so we need to define in the different way. Okay, so we use the button not submit. Okay, single s. Okay, single s. Okay, okay, so that's fine. So we have output property. On clicking event emitter. Okay, I will for the any equal new event emitter. Okay, and the second is the input. Okay, this is the label. Okay, string, and we also have another input equal btn default. Okay, I think we should move this upper. Okay, so input. Okay, yes, let's try. uh, and we have the from button. We also need to define same module from button uh, container. Okay, so register here, register here. And I will have another from export class. Okay, and for this I will use selector form button, and for the templates I will use ng content selector ng content. Okay, okay, it's so simple. Review again. Okay, I think I complete the form, so let's review again. From horizon, from input stat label username. Okay, from button. Okay, from I'm really not happy with this, so let me define a new one. Primary, yes. Because they are the different button, so I'm not happy to use the same component for multiple purpose. Okay, the form button primary, it is also a form button but with some different property, so we can use, so we can see. I will define the new form primary. Okay, form 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 okay, and the form button primary is the form, it is the form button, so I need to define like this. Export class. Okay, extend form button. Okay, okay, so done. And inside the constructor, zipper. Okay, I will set this class property equal bc and primary. Okay, because I do not want a developer will use something like this. Okay, this is what I do not want. Yes, so we need to define the new form button primary, so developer they only need to use. Inside that, the form button primary is used with CSS class. That is not the business of developer, so the developer should not care. They should focus on the business of the page. Okay, so I need to define selector. Okay, form button primary. Okay, and for the templates I will use the from button. Okay, And for the CSS class, I will use this is a CSS class, okay. And on click it, I'm sorry, on click it equal on click it, okay. Is this correct? I think let me check. Okay. Okay. Event. Okay. I think this will work. Let me try. Okay. And for the label, equal label. Okay. Form button. Okay. So you can see that the form button primary that is reuse most of the features from the form button component. So I will define the new form button primary and extend the form button component. And inside the template, you can see that I also use the form button component also, and I will pass in the necessary property for it. So in this case, in the future, you have the form button success or something else, you can do in the same way. What you need to do is you only need to change the CSS class. Okay. There's someone will say, okay, why do we need to do this? If we do not do in this way, we will write the CSS class for this case like this. CSS class equal pt and primary. Okay, and you can see that if the developer they make a mistake, the UI will be broken or something else, because this is related to the UI. So I will try to let the developer focus on the business of the page, not the UI. Yes, we will let only one developer inside the team will handle the problem related to the UI and create those components for us, and he will publish the necessary property for us, in this case such as the label or the on-click properties, not the CSS, so not this one. Yes, so let's try. I think this works. Okay, and review again before we compile. Horizon button button primaries. Okay, so we see the share module from button test from okay. We usually got the mistake related to the template URL, so take care. From horizontal. Okay, from test inputs, from input set. Okay, so it's done. Let's compile. npm run tsc. Okay. Oh yes, and let's try to refresh the browser. Oh, I forgot the mistake here. You can see that you can see inside the form we use the ng module something else, so we need to import the from module. If you did not, the system will create the exception for you. Import, okay, form module. Okay, so you can see if I show the system is yes. This is the error, this is the exception, so let me recompile. Okay, and refresh the browser again. Yes, it's worked. Okay, so I click on the add new user. Okay, You can see, okay, let's try to create two strong, two strong, new form, okay, and save. Or some exception occur. Okay, so I think we need to change the button. I think something wrong. I think we need to change this on button like. Let me try. Okay, and inside this we will publish. Okay, and this on click image. Okay, this other this no, that's all. Let's try again. Okay, refresh the browser again. Tấu trăng new form. Okay, and let's on the self. Oh, it's work. Okay, so it's work. Retry again. With the edits, you can see 1111 and self. Oh, you can see it still work for the edit user. So yes, we done. And you can see this is the button, the cancel and the save. Okay, so I can see, so I can say that yes, we done. So let me delete this. And if you compare the current markup of the update user form with the reverse one, this will be really easy for us to read. So, and we can manage a shortcut really easy. Okay, let's continue with the next part. Okay, let me review again. With the new form, we can manage a shortcut easier and the shortcut easier to read. And this will remove the developer from some problem related to the UI, such as the bootstrap or how the component will be displayed on the mobile or how to display on the tablet, because this occurred the same for all the component inside the app. So we can ask one developer who good at the bootstrap, who good at the HTML, CSS to make this for us, and other developers can focus on the business of the page. So they can create the higher value for the team and increase the productivity for the team. Okay, that's all.